Absolutely tragic and devastating day for York County.
York County in mourning tonight. 5 heroes shot, 3 killed, all in the line of duty.
There are simply no words that I can offer to assuage the grief that this community has experienced and unfortunately will continue to experience.
2 officers at the hospital. The suspect dead after chaos and bullets at a North Codorus Township home.
Bodies going down everywhere, on the road and everywhere.
A community is mourning, and a Commonwealth is fed up.
This kind of violence isn't okay. We need to do better as a society.
CBS 21 News begins with breaking news.
The procession rolling through York County tonight, honoring 3 police officers shot and killed while serving a warrant earlier today in North Codorus Township. 2 other officers are injured. The suspect is dead. The investigation is still an active one, but the shooting happened about 10 hours ago on Har Road, and we're still waiting to learn more details about exactly what went wrong in that shootout. Thanks for being here with us at 11 o'clock. I'm Joel D. Smith. We're live outside the York County Coroner's office, where those 3 heroes will arrive in a procession any moment now. If it happens, we will definitely let you experience that with so many people that are here as well to experience that. We'll give you a quick look around. These people came out in the mist. They've been here for more than an hour and a half, thinking this is the reason to be here because it's such an important night to show their support. We have team coverage of everything going on. CBS 21's Grace Ruffalo talking to a neighbor who was near the action of that shootout. A harrowing afternoon for her. And also Yasmin Cowan talking to some more people experiencing this, seeing various parts of this tragedy that happened today. And TJ Anthony in studio with some more of the angles as we're covering this as best we can for you on this tragic day in York County. And as I look behind me for a second here, it looks like it may be beginning as this is a procession that started about 40 minutes ago. And at this point, we'll be coming back to this location where these 3 officers county. As you can see, the salutes are here. We saw the ambulances come through, and now so many in law enforcement from various departments all across our area showing their respect as part of this as well. Let's talk more about this. One of the deadliest days in law enforcement history here in Pennsylvania. 3 officers are dead, 2 more in critical but stable condition tonight in the hospital. And this is what we heard earlier today when they were describing what happened in this shootout. The governor talking about it as well.
I'm going to address you this evening concerning a critical incident that has rocked the community here in York County this afternoon.
In North Codorus Township around 2 p.m., while attempting to serve a warrant, 5 police officers were shot in the 1800 block of Har Road. During the gunfire, the suspect was shot and killed by police. Governor Josh Shapiro arrived at the hospital a few hours later and met with some of the police who just learned their fellow officers were killed.
I'll just share with you what I told them. The entire Commonwealth of Pennsylvania respects them, and we have their backs. And we so appreciate the work that they do every single day when they go out to keep us safe.
We're told police were made aware of a domestic situation last night and then arrived today to serve the warrant. The officers killed are from the Northern York Regional Police. And while members of that department are healing, state police and other nearby agencies will handle patrols.
I just think as a community, it's time for us to work hard to heal from this and to make sure that those whose lives were lost today, that something constructive can come from that in their memory that stops this kind of violence in the future.
There are simply no words that I can offer to assuage the grief that this community has experienced. The grief will be unbearable, but we will bear it.
And unfortunately, this community has bared it before. That would be just about 6 months ago when Officer Andrew Duarte with the West York Police Department was killed in the line of duty as well. As the procession continues behind me at this point, let's talk about other ways to pay respect. The governor, Josh Shapiro, says the flags will be at half-staff at all government buildings, saying that is the way to respect them through the next day or so as these 3 officers were killed in the line of duty. I want to talk to Grace Ruffalo now. She got to talk to someone who was near this shootout earlier this afternoon and getting her perspective on this tragic day. Grace.
Yeah, hey Joel D. So it's a very active scene right behind me right now. I'm going to go ahead and step aside here to give you a closer look at what we're seeing. So the procession pulled through here about an hour ago, around 10:15. A lot of the police cars that were here about an hour ago went with that procession, but you can still see that there is a heavy presence here. We're seeing the Red Cross, ambulances, multiple police cars coming and going tonight. I spoke to one woman today who lives just down the street from where this happened. She wasn't here when the shots rang out, but she told me a neighbor who was described a harrowing sight to her.
When the cops got there, they said that the gunshots it went on and on and on. They thought it was never going to stop. They just seen cops go down. They walked right into it. Those poor police officers.
Susie says this is a very quiet community where everyone knows each other. She says the whole neighborhood has been rattled by this shooting. Susie says tonight has even made her rethink her own safety.
I'm going to be changing the way I go out at night. I'm going to put the cameras up and keep my doors locked.
So when we asked officers when they think the scene will be clear, they were unable to give us a timeline, but you can see even a fire truck just pulled out. So it's safe to say crews will be here for a long time for the time being. Reporting live in North Codorus Township, Grace Ruffalo, CBS 21 News.
Thank you, Grace. And this procession continues. So many police officers from so many departments. Has been going on for 5 minutes right now, and it's not over yet. Let's go now out to Yasmin Cowan, who has some more reaction from the community that experienced this in some many different ways. Yasmin.
It's been a devastating day here in Spring Grove after learning 3 officers were killed in the line of duty. Many whom I've spoke to say they cannot wrap their heads around what took place, especially the violence that they've been hearing in York County, including a lady who lives 5 minutes from where the shooting took place.
I'm really sorry for the family that has to get the difficult news that they lost their wife, their husbands, the father of their kids.
The Spring Grove community is holding a procession in honor of the 3 slain and 2 critically injured officers following the shooting that happened this afternoon on Hare Road in North Codorus Township.
Well, first I thought it was a school shooting, and that, of course, as a mom, made me go crazy. And, the only thing I'm thinking about is, what if my sons were there? What if my sons were around?
Many residents tell me they saw 30 to 40 cop cars speeding down Hare Road where those officers were gunned down, leaving people wondering why this is happening in Spring Grove. Locals call it an abnormal event to have unraveled in a quaint community.
Everybody says, that it's not going to happen in their town, and they, it just, and then it does.
My heart goes out to the family.
Not too long ago behind me, there was a procession. It wrapped up, but there were families, friends, people standing in solidarity for the fallen heroes. Right now, the Spring Grove community is remembering, they're healing, but they're also mourning. In Spring Grove, I'm Yasmin Cowan, CBS 21 News.
Yasmin, and in the coming days, we'll get to learn more about who those fallen heroes were. Thank you, Yasmin, for that report. And actually, tomorrow night, a vigil will be held for those fallen officers. The Spring Grove Area Historical Preservation Society says that event will take place at Alliance Church on North Main Street tomorrow, starting at 7 o'clock. Pennsylvania State Police says there will be an official update on this shooting tomorrow afternoon. And as we learn more about this tragic shooting, we will update you both on air and online. So make sure you stay with CBS 21 and our website as we continue to learn more on the latest.